Hello, everyone. This is Kelly with the Well Life, and today I'm going to talk to you about stepping into your power of self realization. Gosh, many of the things that I'm going to talk about in this video, I have talked about aspects of this in other videos. But once you've really realized the power of realizing yourself, your true self, it's it's a new life for you. It really does. It means a new life for you. Let me just start by explaining, and it's really self-explanatory, right? Self-realization. What does that mean? Realizing self, realizing your true self. Self-realization is understanding oneself to the deepest depths. And this is to know your values, your purpose, and your beliefs. And so it is such a powerful thing if you begin this process. And it's something that will never end. You'll always be realizing who you are every single day because you become every single day. So self realization, the process of it, is something that you have to slow down and you have to want to. You have to want to. Because we live in a society that is pretty much autopilot, okay? You go throughout your life just doing the same thing pretty much right on a daily basis. It's autopilot, it's how we live. It's very sad. It's very non-fulfilling, right? So I want to step through here and just share some of these tips. And these are exactly the things that I do on a daily basis to keep and continue my journey and my improving and my realization more and more and more, deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, because that's um, actually what you'll be doing is you'll be kind of peeling away, if you want to call it, that layers of, man, that's not really who I am. That's not really the way I want to be. So let's dive into this. The first step that it talks about is reflecting on your values and your beliefs. And see, I've talked about this in another one of my videos where I said, write down what are your values. And I think I had shared in one of my videos to write down the top five. I said, if you've got top five values, if not, write down at least three. But what are your values? What do you value in life? What is important to you? What do you want to focus on? So the first step in self-realization is to reflect on your values and your beliefs. And to do this, you gotta slow down. You gotta slow down enough and go, wow, okay, what is it? Because our daily lives and this outside world and society is grabbing at you every day. They're pulling on you, they're pulling on you, they're pulling on you, okay? And so if you don't become determined, right, and committed to, I want to know who I really am, that's what I want to step into, then you will always be pulled by the outside distractions and bling, if you will, of the world. Okay, so you have to slow down and you have to say to yourself, no, this is what I want. I do want to understand who I really am. The second thing I'll share is be curious. Okay, you have to be, like I said, you have to be intentional about this. You have to be committed. You have to want this. So you want to be curious, like I am curious. Who am I really? What am I really all about? Right? What am I really meant to do? What do I really want to do? So You have to be curious about this. To me, that sort of makes it more exciting and more fun to say to yourself, wow, like, yeah, I never really slowed down enough. I never really slowed down enough to know who I really am. I am what I believe society wants me to be, or family wants me to be, or friends want me to be, right? To a degree, that's probably true for most of us. We're just sort of going through this, and we're looking and we're watching and saying, okay, I should do that. I should do that way. Okay, I need to go that way. I need to go do this, involved in that. But you don't if you slow down enough and allow yourself to find out who you really are. So that was number two, to be curious about self-realization. What does that mean? The, the third thing is explore your passions. And some people have a negative connotation about, oh, your passions. But I don't mean just to say, seek that instant gratification, or something like that. But passions are real. Like, what are you drawn to? What feels, I use the word good, but like, I almost like to say, what feels right? What feels right? And it comes so naturally as far as your desire to do that thing, or, seek out more information on this, or to learn more about something. Like, it comes so natural to you, like, yes, that feels so right. Let's use the word, it feels right. Um, so you need to do that. You need to ask yourself, what brings me joy and fulfillment? What is it that brings me joy and fulfillment? When am I at my happiest, right? Or contented? When do I feel somewhat at peace with what I'm doing? Okay. And go toward that thing or those things. Go towards them. Seek that out. Seek it. If it's an activity, if it's a skill set you want to learn, go inch into it. Go slow. I know it can be scary. Go slow, but go towards it. Seek it out and see. Wow. Okay. Wonder why I'm so drawn to this or that, or whatever, and see if you can't get involved and do that thing more. Do it. Do it. Um, what gets you excited, right? And there again, I'm not talking about just instant gratification. You're like, well, a piece of pizza, and a donut gets me. That's for me. But what really pulls at you? You're like, man, I love that thing, that activity, that skill, that art, that way of life. I love that. I'm drawn to that. Seek it out. Seek it out for real. The next thing, practice mindfulness, and I've said this in a ton of my videos, okay? But really, all in the world that means is slow down enough to know and to see and to feel, what is it that I'm thinking? What is it that I'm feeling? What is it that I'm wanting? Am I feeling good about things? Am I feeling bad about things? Am I feeling happy? Am I feeling unhappy? Slow down enough to know, what is it that I'm feeling from day to day. And then you want to know and understand why. Why do I feel happy one moment, sad one moment, whatever? What am I doing in that moment that made me either happy or sad? So mindfulness is just slowing down and feeling and knowing, what am I thinking, right? So practice mindfulness. The next one is embrace self-acceptance. So in other words, be okay with where you are every moment. Okay, every moment you are okay. because it's all a journey. We're all on a journey. We have our each individual journeys, even though there's the aspect of oneness, right? We do have individual journeys, and you've got to be okay with your journey, where you are on it, and know that yes, if I need to turn right a little bit, turn left, that's what I'm going to do. Don't beat yourself up for where you are though in the moment. Don't beat yourself up. Be okay. Self-accept, self-accept, and then delve into what you know you need to delve into. These steps, for example, and improve, and self-realize. That will help you. But be okay and don't beat yourself up. The next thing is be open, okay, as you're proceeding and you're on your journey, right? Don't close your mind. Don't be too narrow-minded, okay? You want to know what it is and you want to feel into what it is that you want, but be open as you're journeying along, right? What is something that somebody else is thinking? What's another perspective? What's someone else's opinion? Just be open to it. I'm not saying you have to agree or accept or whatever, but you can be open and you can say, you can be curious, right? And say, okay, that's another interesting perspective. That's an interesting opinion. That's an interesting aspect. That's so you see. So there's so much out here, and it be open, but also, like I said, you don't have to accept everything if it doesn't feel right to you. But being open and considering, and consider others and accept others too, where they are. They're on a journey. That is all. They're on a journey. So you focus, be okay with them, and then you turn right back to yourself and say, well, I've got to focus on me. I've got to focus on what I'm doing, and be okay. So being open. The next one is listen and learn, listen and learn, listen and learn. Same thing probably with being open, but here what I'm saying is seek out literature, podcasts, videos, books, things that are along the line of philosophy, psychology, all of this. You want to delve into that a little bit so that you can gain insights and uh, understand kind of what human nature is, okay? Because I know at times you think, it can be very frustrating, right? To be human is hard at times. It's hard, but if you'll take a little bit of time to read a little bit of literature, psychology, and and allow yourself to get a better grip, right? It really, what that would do is just is help you have a better grip on, oh, okay, so this is kind of how we work as humans, or our minds are working. So philosophy, psychology, any kind of literature that you feel like would help you on your journey, seek it out. Seek it out and delve into it. Read it, watch, whatever whatever you're into. Um, that will help you. That will help you in self realization. The next one is connect. Connect in any way that you can. But what you want to be sure you're doing is that you're building meaningful relationships. And this is hard, I know, because a lot of us have long term friends and family, and some of them are not quite, good for us or give us that healthy boost in life that we need. And you need to be okay if you've got to step away from those friendships or family a little bit. That's not to say you are not there for them any longer. You can love from a distance, so to speak, and you are still involved, but maybe you set a boundary that's good for you, especially as you are building and you are delving into what you need to improve and strengthen yourself so that you can better deal with people that might not be on your, well, they're not on your journey, but maybe they're not understanding where you are or what exactly you're doing, and you need to let them be and you continue on your journey. And then as you gain strength, you will better deal with them and be able to just kind of relay, what you're doing and where you are and who you are, and you're okay with them. They need to be okay with you. But don't allow, the negativity. So surround yourself, if you can, seek it out. Positive, healthy relationships, and ease away, if it's just spending a little less time, with those that might cause you some negativity and drain you. The next thing is journaling. And I've said this before too, and I know in my videos, but I've been doing this, guys, since I think 2017, right around there, 2018. I've been journaling, and it's made a world of difference. It's made a world of difference. For me, it just kind of allows me to dump what's in my mind. So I started out daily, but I don't journal daily, but I do journal weekly, or when I just get the urge that I need to. But it is a practice for me. It is something that I do. So journaling, I think, is wonderful. And if you need to go back and review, like, where was I? Where was my mind? You go back and look. I've not really done that. I've not really gone back and reviewed a whole lot. I know I can just feel that I have come a long ways, so to speak. And I know that my journals are there. If I want to go back, I can. Um, but, I've just emptied all of that out of me at times when I don't really want to think about something or keep it in my mind, just turning. Journal it, get it out, put it down, write it down. And it helps. It really does. I know a lot of us are like, I don't really know what to say, or I don't, but if you start it, you'll just feel when you need to grab that journal and just write. And it might be 3 sentences, and that's okay. That's okay. If that's what you want to write for the day. I just date mine, and whatever I need to get out that day, I do it. Boom, I'm done. If it's 3 sentences, then that's it. If it's a whole page, so be it. But I journal, and it's wonderful, wonderful for my mindset. And then the next thing I'm going to say is, don't be afraid to seek out professional support, whether that be um, a therapist, a counselor, a coach. It's okay. And you can do that. There's so many ways we have that, whether that's in person now or online. You can do that. You can do that. Someone that can support you, and someone that may, is kind of an outsider, so that you don't feel judged per se on anything that you might need to share or want to share. So don't be afraid if you need to do that. And there's many ways to do that. Even if you just seek out a professional online that's speaking of things that, oh, you think, oh, I need to hear that. I need to hear that. Go and listen to it. Listen to it. But if you need to get something one-on-one, don't be ashamed. It will only give you insights that will help you and improve. So as I sum this up, self-realization, it's an ongoing process. It is an ongoing process. You will never finish self-realizing, because you are becoming every single day. Okay, so be patient with yourself, but be consistent. Be consistent in these things. Say to yourself, yes, I want to know who I am. I want to self-realize. And you want to do it on a daily basis, so you are becoming more and more and more and more of who you really are. So keep reassessing and keep delving in to what it is that you want and who it is that you truly are. Okay? Because really all you're doing, all this is about, is that you are always, always just seeking the truth. Every single day and every single moment, all you're doing is seeking the truth. And that is the truth of who you are. So I hope this video has helped you. Please rewatch it if you need to. This is Kelly with The Well Life. Check out some of my other videos and some of my other connections. And I hope to see you again on another video. Thanks.